Welcome again, guys. You know, it's the next day for you all. Well, let's say it's been a journey for me. What I would like to share with you guys is how I start this journey. But first, I would like you guys to share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Could check us out on Instagram at Dreamz Cafe, Dreamz Catering. Alright? So let's get into it. Well, my passion for this has become overwhelmed. I have started this journey from a tender age. You know, when I truly realized I can cook was at age 13 thereabout, when my mom asked me to cook for her on a Sunday afternoon, and I did accept the challenge and I took up that challenge. And from there on, my mom would say that she's not cooking on a Sunday, so I would have to do the cooking every Sunday for her. So I then realized I was so enthused to learn this cooking thing, right? So my first time doing something fancy, well, it was fried rice. But as a young chef at the time, I didn't know the true procedure for fried rice. So one of the Sunday, I had some leftover rice and peas, and we call it Sunday Monday. So I have decided that I would do some fried rice, not knowing you don't use oil like you're frying chicken. So I had put some oil into the pot, as I'm frying chicken, and then I put the rice in, and I was like, nah man, this is like, So I realized from there, I try a few experiment afterwards, and I try and I develop some formulas of my own, but with no further ado, I would go into my job history, right? I started out at Something's Fishy in Clarendon, Western Park, right, as a server. Whilst I was there, I was interested in moving up in rank. So, on a busy night, I would be there in the kitchen assisting the chef, assisting the chef. So one day the boss called me and said, I realize you're always in my kitchen and you're speaking about cooking. And I said, yes, it's my true passion, right? And that summer, a chef was leaving, and I asked the boss if I could get that position. But at the time, I wasn't qualified, so the boss said to me he could give me a kitchen assistant position for the time being, and see how much I improve from there on. And I did accept the challenge. It was a next stepping stone in rank, and then he realized the true potential. On a evening I was leaving work, I received a letter, but to my knowledge, I was saying I have gotten a suspension because I had a little, so I was walking out and I tore open the envelope, and I saw where he said, I'm now a seafood chef. So I move up in rank. Well, at that establishment, I spent about 1 year and 7 months there about, and you know, I have always wanted to learn more, so I have moved on from that industry, or that company rather. Sorry, that company rather, and I applied for a job at Russell's T20 in Old Harbor, and I got through. Right there and then, I have started some new dish that I have never done at that establishment that I'm moving from. I did like pizza, pasta, that I didn't do at that restaurant because it was strictly seafood. I did some dishes that I didn't do before. And then from there, I realized that anything in cooking that I laid my hand on, it would be successful. But as an individual, I have never really given myself any self-praise, right? I always ask my viewers and my customers to give me their feedback each time I did my job. Well, I was at Russell's for 8 months, right? And then I got an overseas opportunity to work in an industry overseas. And some fellow friends that I meet there was saying, hey, why don't you come at this particular place and do some business? It would work out well, but it's not my country per se, so you know how that went. And then I was there, and a friend of mine that I used to work with called me and said, hey, I have a job for you, now a butler at a Sandals Resort in Montego Bay, and I always talked about you, and the boss heard me a few times talking about you, so he gave me an introduction and sent off my resume, and I packed my bag, and returned back home for that opportunity. And it was like a day before my birthday that year that I returned to Jamaica, and he's saying that, hey, isn't today your birthday? And I said yes, but birthday can always stay for later. It's my job and I love what I do. Yeah, so while I was there, I had a relative passed off, and it, a little problem here and there, and then I was back home because of certain circumstance. I rather not to say, but I was home for about a month, and then I was there and I saw whereby Kaluga Cafe in Old Harbor required chefs and sous chef. So I took it up to do an application and send there. While I was there, I was just a chef, and based on what the boss himself saw in me, he said to me, would you like the position of a sous chef? And I took upon myself that offer. But before I reached to that stage, my first day on the job, I was in the kitchen on a busy Friday, and he came to the kitchen and said to me, not really directly to me though, but to a senior chef, why you have this guy in my kitchen doing pasta and his new one? But I guess he didn't know my capabilities, right? So he had a taste of the pasta that I did. it was a shrimp Alfredo, and he said, and I was like, thanks. And I was there, and that was my last job working in the industry. That was last year. Corona stepped in, but I moved on from there, and I picked up on myself to do more personal catering for events and stuff like that. I have started out before, but I wasn't that serious about doing that. So I started a clientele of customers that I have in the industry. I targeted them, and I would provide personalized lunch for them. But I've reached thus far with my talent by the help of God. And I must say thanks to the Runaway Bay Art Academy for the few things that I've learned that I didn't know while I was in the industry, because I started school about 2 years in that industry, because as I said earlier on, I didn't have the qualification at that time, but I did have my CXCs and CABE regardless, you understand. But I was so enthused about the work, so I show what I can do, so it moves me up in rank. And in this video, after I finish introduce myself, I will show in the video a few pictures of my work. And I must say, I'm so sorry for reaching thus far in this video and not giving you guys a proper introduction of myself. I am the one and only Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Dreamz Cafe and Dreamz Catering, right? So my personalities are, I'm a caring, I'm loving person. I like to listen music for fun, right? To just ease my mind a bit. Here and there I would do few things outside of cooking, but I truly realize my passion is cooking. So this video is all about relating why I choose this road for my viewers and my customers. Well, if you guys need any form of assistance for doing weddings, catering, you could just check us out at Dreamz Cafe. These are my business cards, so you could check me for a business card. But I'll also give you my number. The area code 876-472-9620. That's the digital. And for the line number, it's 876-427-4675. And I want to thank you guys again for watching. And I hope you subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell for further notification. I thank you.